Hello everyone and welcome to the virtual Lake Havasu in beautiful Lake Havasu City, Arizona, as Rooster Tail Talk presents the Saturday Night Hydroplane League Imported Boat Design Mohave Hydrofest. My name is Darryl Kinsey Jr. and I'll be taking you through all the action in the final heat from the opening round of Season 2 of the Saturday Night Hydroplane League. But before we do that, we first have to thank our sponsors. Rooster Tail Talk is the presenting sponsor of Division 1 of the Saturday Night Hydroplane League. Join host David Newton every Tuesday on a trip through hydroplane racing past and present, talking the boats, owners, crews, and legends that make the sport of hydroplane racing great. Listen in to Rooster Tail Talk every Tuesday at www.roostertailtalk.com. We also want to thank our presenting sponsor of race number 1, Important Boat Design. Owned by Chris Porton, Important Boat Designs has created liveries for some of the fastest boats on the water, including the U-99 Fox Plumbing, the U-57 Miss DeJulia, the U-27 Dalton Industries, and more. Thank you to Important Boat Design for your support in sponsoring this event. The Saturday Night Hydroplane League is split into two divisions this season. Division 2 got their start last week at Lake Havasu. Let's see how the D2 racers handled the tricky triangle on the water in this Division 2 update. A record-tying 22 boats showed up to the virtual Lake Havasu, and one boat dominated the proceedings. The U-20 Mountain Dew presents Jacked Up of Carson Kelly led flag to flag, claiming his first win of the season. Carson, the son of 9-time H1 Unlimited racing driver Jay Michael, qualified second, and that was the only time he was out of the top spot all day, going on to sweep all three of his qualifying heats to get to the day's final heat. Kim Burnt in the U81 Holy Smoke was second, and Cody Gwill came home third in the U6 Oberto Presents Wonder Bread. Division 2 returns to action October 17th in the race for the Dixie Cup on the virtual Lake Guntersville in Guntersville, Alabama. More information on how you can see that event will be available as we get closer to race day. That's how Division 2 shook out. Now it's time for your starting lineup in the final heat of the Important Boat Designs Mohave Hydrofest for the Rooster Tail Talk Saturday Night Hydroplane League Division 1. 6 boats on the front line, 1 boat is the trailer. Let's meet your field in today's final heat. Eddie Canfouche of Grand Island, New York is first in the U16 Cheerios. Canfouche was your top qualifier on the day, finishing all 3 heats in the top 3 with a total of 1,125 points. Cy Bowen is next in the U3 Chick-fil-A. Bowen, from Plymouth, Indiana, was 6th in qualifying and won 2 of his first 3 heats before going over in Heat 3C. He comes in with a total of 1,009 points. Taylor Evans is next in the 99.9 bucket list Miss Rock. Evans was 12th in qualifying, had a 2nd, 4th, and a 1st in the heats for a total of 899 points. Mickey Washburn is next from Pasco, Washington in the U9 Miss Vandalay. Mickey was 3rd in qualifying and our winner in Heat 2D. He comes into the final on a total of 995 points. Next up is DJ Miller in the U1 Digital Confectures Presents Deft from Mercer Island, Washington. The 2019 D1 champion qualified 5th. He flipped in Heat 2C, but still made the final with a grand total of 919 points. Older brother Quentin Miller is next in the U24 Stu Self-Service Garage. Quentin had a 1st and a back-to-back 2nds in the heats, racking up a total of 1,030 points. In Richland, Washington's Tim Johnston will be the trailer in the U50 Staples Presents J-Boys Racing. Johnson won the consolation heat to make it here to today's final. He qualified 14th on the day. So those are your qualifiers in the first final heat of Season 2 of the Saturday Night Hydroplane Leagues presented by Rooster Tail Talk. As we sit aboard Quentin Miller's U24 Stu Self-Service Garage, He's going to be one of the trollers as we wait for this run into turn number 1 as Taylor Evans pulls into position as well. And Miss Vandelay as well, pulling right up to the right spots of Taylor Evans in Miss Rock. As a jockey for position now, wanting to get a clear run towards the exit pin of turn 1. You can see it there from the camera shot. That's where these boats need to be at 1 minute to be good for the start, as we are 2 minutes 6 seconds away from the start and 1 minute and 5 seconds away from the 1 minute pin. There's another boat spooling up. That's DJ Miller in the U1 Digital Confections presents Deft. He's going to go around again. Eddie Canfush also there at the back of your picture. He's going to go back around as the boats here in the front stretch start to line up as we are 40 seconds to the run to turn 1. Here we go as Quentin Miller pulls in front of Mickey Washburn. Looks like he's going to decide to go around again as Quentin goes around turn number 1. As Eddie Canfush joins the field at the back there, as well as DJ Miller. Cy Bowen also joining this pack of 5 boats that are going to prepare to run into turn 1, as there is Tim Johnson in the back. He is the trailer. He cannot get a jump on these boats as we are 10 seconds to the go. Here comes Quentin Miller late arriving to the party as we are 4, 3, 2, 1 mark. Everyone gets to the 1 minute pin okay, and it is now going to be a run down to turn number 2 to see who gets lanes as 6 boats scream towards the entrance pin at turn number 2. And they get there. Didn't look like anyone had overlap there, so Mickey Washburn is going to hold on into lane number 1. DJ Miller should have lane number 2 as we get a look from the blimp cam. He does. Taylor Evans is currently in lane number 1, but he's going to have to find a new lane. He's actually going to pull into lane number 2. That's going to push DJ Miller out into lane number 3. Quentin Miller will have lane 4. Eddie Canfush lane 5. Cy Bowen to the outside in lane number 6. As now the boats come into turn number 3. Who can get the start off the exit pin as we are now 10 seconds to go. The power starts to come up as we are 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, it's a good start in the final heat, and it's a great start for Quentin Miller as he's going to lead the boats into turn number 1 in the U24. Quentin Miller takes the lead. Cy Bowen is second. Third is Mickey Washburn as Eddie Canfush is in a Miller sandwich here in lane number 3. He gets into DJ Miller's wash, almost gets into Quentin Miller's. He holds on, but he's going to lose time as they come through turn number 2. Big wiggle in the back for Taylor Evans. That boat pops up into the air. He's going to lose time as Quentin Miller flies the boat from the lead. Riding along now with Eddie Canfush as we go into turn number 3. He gets into the wash of Quentin Miller again, somehow holds on to it, but he's going to lose a lot of time as we finish lap number 1. And who's got the lead but Miss Vandelay? The U9 and Mickey Washburn is first. The U24 of Quentin Miller is second. DJ Miller in U1 is third as they go through turn number 1. Heading towards turn number 2 in lap number 2. Mickey Washburn has the lead. Quentin Miller, in lane number 3 is in second, but DJ Miller is closing there in lane 2 there in the camera shot. They are now almost a full rooster tail behind Mickey Washburn as we head down towards turn number 3. DJ Miller starting to gain ground on Quentin Miller as we head towards the turn, as Mickey Washburn holding close to the buoys in turn number 3. He has the lead as now it's a battle for second. DJ Miller to the inside of Quentin as we begin lap number 3. And it's going to be a run to turn number 1. Who's going to have second as Mickey Washburn has first. Quentin Miller has it for now in second, but DJ Miller is challenging in the U1 as we head towards turn number 2 on lap number 3. Washburn, in the only piston-powered boat in this heat, runs in lane number 1 as Quentin Miller has the second position as we now ride along with Miss Vandelay. He's got good, clean water in front of him. This is what you want to see. Allows you to get the maximum amount of speed. He flies the boat towards turn number 3, now goes into the turn, gets close as he dares to those buoys on the third time around as we've had a change for second. The U1 Digital Confectioners presents Deft is now in second, passing the passing the U24 of Quentin Miller as he ride along with Eddie Canfush as Canfush is in the air and upside down. Eddie Canfush on lap 4, his day is done. And what a way to end it for the top qualifier. His heat never really got going, got caught in the Miller sandwich in lap number 1 and couldn't really get going. As up front, it is smooth sailing for Mickey Washburn, now over a 1 rooster tail advantage as we head into turn number 3. The battle is for second between DJ and Quentin Miller. Quentin 3/4 of a rooster tail behind DJ in lane number 3 as we come into turn number 3, but the final lap should begin now for Mickey Washburn as he starts the final circuit around. Here he is now on your screen, beginning the final circuit. Mickey Washburn had lane 1 from the start, has been able to pull away in that clean water as he heads towards turn number 2, has been relatively unchallenged other than Quentin Miller's great start out in lane number 3, was unable to hold on to the advantage though as we come through turn number 2. And Mickey Washburn for the final time goes down the straightaway, keeping the front of that boat on the water. He doesn't need to push it here as he is 1 turn from victory. He comes into turn number 3 on the inside for the final time. And the winner of race number 1, the Important Designs Mohave Hydrofest, is going to go to Mickey Washburn in the U9 Miss Vandelay. Second goes to DJ Miller. Quentin Miller is third. And fourth will be Cy Bowen in the U3 Chick-fil-A. Fifth will be, as we're waiting for him to come around, the U50, the trailing boat, Tim Johnson in the Staples presents J-Boys Racing. So Miss Vandelay, Mickey Washburn picks up the win in the first race of season 2 of the Rooster Tail Talks presents the Saturday Night Hydroplane League Division 1. There is a look at your champion. We'll get your full results here in a moment as Miss Vandelay, the only piston-powered boat in this heat, takes the win. As Miss Vandelay is first, Digital Confectioners presents Deft DJ Miller is second. Stu's Self-Service Garage, Quentin Miller U24 is third. Cy Bowen Chick-fil-A finishes fourth. That's Cy Bowen in the U3 Chick-fil-A. And Staples presents J-Boys Racing. The U50 of Tim Johnson takes fifth. We had 2 DNFs in that race. We saw the U16 of Eddie Canfush go over the Cheerios boat. He went over there on lap number 4. And Bucket List Racing's Miss Rock, driven by Taylor Evans, the 999, also went over in this heat and failed to finish. The National High Point standings will be in order of finish here from round number 1, which means Miss Vandelay and Mickey Washburn will enjoy the points lead going into our second race, October 24th at Guntersville for the Bucket List Racing presents Guntersville Hydrofest. That race will be 1 week after the Dixie Cup for Division 2 runners on October 17th. We can't wait to have you back for more. My name is Daryl Kinsey Jr. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Important Boat Designs Mohave Hydrofest, and we will see you next time.